The law of state transference is as real as it gets, yet there's no scientific proof yet. So if you're someone who needs a lot of proof to believe something, well, there's no science about what I'm going to share with you. It's very esoteric.
I need proof.
Yet, my experience and the experience of my clients and some of my friends have been very real. And we have seen these countless of times where whenever we had control over our state within ourselves, it had a major impact on how women were reacting to us.
She likes me. I think she likes me.
What is the law of state transference? It's basically saying that whatever you feel, she will feel. Because there's a belief in yoga and in spirituality where you have the physical body, sure, that's the body you can see, but you also have the emotional body and you also have the energetic body. The body that we have right now, the physical, it has boundaries, right? The boundary is, okay, this is my hand. My hand is not there, it is here. The emotional body, the boundary is a little bit more subtle. So that means that, not like the hand, maybe the emotional body is expanding a little more. And the energetic body is even more expanding, right? It's not just here, it's kind of like an aura, right? To test the theory that I just shared with you, take your two hands and do like this. And then bring them together and you should feel some sensation in your hands, like some energy basically. What you can do after that is, let's imagine you talk to a woman, tell her to do the same thing, like this, and then with your two hands, like this. And you will feel her energy, she will feel yours. Your state, your frequency, can be experienced by other people. Because the state you're in can be touched by other people. Yeah? So let's imagine there's a woman right now just in front of me. If I'm getting closer to her, my energetic body will touch her. My emotional body will touch her, even though I'm not physically touching her. Yeah. So because of this, the emotions and thoughts and beliefs have a major impact on how you have interactions with women. Major impact. Why? Because women are emotional beings. You know this. We talk about the sixth sense and all of this. Well, you need to understand that women have 4 menstrual cycles. It means that their hormones constantly change.
I mean, does she have perma-PMS? No.
Imagine you go through different emotions every fucking day. Like constantly. And it's changing, Just because your hormones are either like this or like this or like that. It's pretty insane what's happening within the brain of a female or the body itself, right? So because of this, women are paying much more attention to what is happening within themselves. And if you have done any internal work in your life, you know that when you start paying attention to what is happening within yourself, you instantly become more attuned to other people's internal state. And imagine women are doing this since a very young age. They have much more experience than us men. So, yeah, you need to understand women are emotional beings, also higher estrogen, which again means that they have to basically feel more emotions than us. And from an evolutionary biology perspective, women are forced to have a sixth sense, an intuition, and be in touch with their emotions. Why? It was for their survival. They were not as strong as us. So they had to develop something that men didn't have in order to survive, in order to find the right mate, for example. Because men are very good at deceiving women into making them think that they are the alpha, even though they're not. I'm sure you've heard that in my previous videos. So women have developed this intuition, this sixth sense. So it means that your internal state will be perceived by women more than you think, unless she's drunk in the club. But if you're interested in meeting a woman who's sober, feminine, absolutely beautiful, you have to pay attention to what I'm sharing here. So your state has a direct correlation with the reactions you get from women. because they are more emotional than us, right? So how do you control your state in such a way that if you feel anxious, if you don't feel good enough, if you feel inadequate, stressed, or whatever the fuck you're experiencing internally, you have control over that and you can shift it into something more empowering, like confidence, relaxation, peace, freedom, whatever you want. So the step one here is to bring awareness to your internal state. Most men, whenever they experience an emotion, a thought, or a belief, they just leave it aside. They just don't want to think about it. They just keep on doing what they have to do. But the problem with this is the foundation is your emotion, thoughts, and beliefs. And if you take action from a wrong foundation, from a biased foundation, you're going to keep on shooting yourself in the foot because your foundation is biased, brother. So you need to start paying attention to your internal world. Bring awareness to that. Stop avoiding it. Stop ignoring it. Stop running away from what's happening inside. You're being a coward when you do that. And you need to stop. Second step is, from 1 to 10, how intense is your inner experience right now? So again, let's imagine you see a really beautiful woman and you want to talk to her, but you suddenly feel super anxious, right? From 1 to 10, how intense is that? That's it. This will help you evaluate what is going on really internally.
What's going on inside that head and that mind?
Step 3 is you want to practice non-resistance and acceptance. And this is the most difficult step for most of us, including me. Because whenever we go through a negative emotion, the first reaction that we have is that we want to push it away. So to look at the emotion, right? Let's say the anxiety that you feel when you're about to meet a woman, and to be like, you know what? I will not resist it. I will accept it. That's a tough task to do. It's really hard, right? But at the same time, if you don't do that, the anxiety or whichever negative emotion you have will amplify. Because whenever you, and I'm sure you've experienced it, whenever you experience an emotion and you resist the emotion, what happens? It intensifies. So what's the point of fighting your emotions? No point. You fighting against yourself. You losing this battle no matter what. Okay? So non-resistance, acceptance. How? How to do that? 3 steps. It's going to be annoying. But trust me, if you do these 3 steps, it will work. Because this is the essence on how to process your emotions. Step 1. Tell your emotion. So let's again talk about the anxiety you feel when you're about to meet a woman. Tell the emotion, you are welcome to be in the body. That's step 1. Step 2. You can stay as long as you want. Step 3, you can go when you feel like it. That's it. You repeat these 3 sentences. So please write them down. You can even write it down in the comment section so that people know about this. You are welcome to be in the body. You can stay as long as you want, and you can go when you feel like it. That's how you communicate to your emotions, to your thoughts, to your belief. When you don't feel good enough, instead of being like, fuck, I hate not feeling good enough. I'm so tired of this shit. I am powerful, blah, blah, blah. No, welcome it. It is okay for me to feel not good enough in my body right now. You can stay as long as you want. All good. And whenever you want to, you can go. Boom. And you just repeat that as long as you want. You can repeat that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, until the emotion is fully processed. When you have done step 3, naturally you will feel more relaxation in your body. Now, if you don't feel fully relaxed, but you feel some kind of a letting go, you have felt the letting go happening of that thought, belief, or emotion, what you can do is deep breath to relax even more. You can focus on your feet to ground yourself, and a bunch of other techniques that I will not share here in this video because it will be too much. But if you're interested, I have a free course and I share a bunch of techniques on how to relax yourself when you're in the streets, in the bars, or in the clubs when you're about to meet women. or even before a date. So make sure to click on the link down below in the description, okay? Step 5, last step, you want to tap into a different state. The one thing you need to understand here is if you feel stressed, anxious, or not good enough, or whatever negative emotion that you experience, and you try to tap into a different state, it's not going to work because you're resisting the first emotion like at the beginning. So you have to accept the first emotion you're experiencing, come into a place of like relaxation, and then decide which state you want to be in. If you try to go from step 1 to step 5 like this, it's just not going to work. Yeah. So how can you tap into a different state? There are so many ways. Okay. In this video, I'm just going to share 2. But you can tap into a more masculine version of yourself who's very wild. You can tap into a very open-hearted, compassionate, empathetic version of yourself because that exists. You can tap into a fearless version of yourself. There's so many different states you can tap into. But I do want to share 2 important ones because I want you to have actual results with women. The first one is to focus on your genitals. Why? When you focus on your genitals, you're going to start feeling your sexual energy. If you start feeling your sexual energy, you're going to feel aroused. If you feel aroused, she might feel aroused too next to you. And if she's aroused next to you, a lot of fun things can happen, right? So I know it sounds super simple, like you just have to focus on your genitals, but try it out, man. Like go through step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and then focus on your genitals. You'll see what happens. It's very powerful. It's something that I've been using for a long time. Another one that you can do is the metta meditation. Metta meditation is loving kindness meditation. The fact that you can tap into a version of yourself who is very loving, very kind, is extremely magnetic for women.
Hey, he is cute.
You can get my free course where I share the entire practice that I was doing when I was outside and I was using people as my metta meditation. So you can check that out. It's totally for free. You just have to give me your email. You can unsubscribe from my newsletter anytime you want. All good. And you'll see that practicing these things is very powerful. And this is how you use the law of state transference to create attraction with beautiful women. Thank you for watching. I see you.